Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grace and Grit podcast. We are at episode 9.
Wow.
How
That's
you feeling?
crazy. I feel great.
I know, right? It's been such a busy day.
It's been a long day, honestly.
It has been. It has been. So check yourself right now. How are you feeling? How's this week been? How's this month been? Because today we are doing a whole restructuring, I guess, on beliefs, values, the masculine and the feminine of both. And before we start, I just wanted to answer a bit of a question that I had on the internet.
Yeah, go for it.
This is a book that I was referring to, and I do read books. I do love books.
Do you want to call it out a little? There was a comment made that from a short that we posted, and the comment said something of the sort that she doesn't know what she's talking about. She probably doesn't even read books.
Well, I think that when people make these comments that they should be a little bit more emotionally mature.
Yeah.
And I think that whenever something negative happens, like I'm never going to let it get to me. And I don't think anyone should let negativity get to you. There's a difference between feedback and negativity.
100%.
If they said something in like an actual academic light, sure, I would take some, I would like to do some more research on it. And of course, I've actually been to Dubai. I don't know if this other person has been to Dubai, but I mean, if she'd go, and she recognized that whenever I go traveling, I actually go for the history of it. Yeah. But as this is a new emerging economy, there's a different perspective on this. And I actually do very much love this book and its views on it, and the way that there's a different empire that's being built, and a way of viewing how economy should be run. I don't know what economy she's from, but every economy has its thing. For Toronto, it's the homeless population. There's always going to be someone at a disadvantage, no matter how hard we try. That's just the basics of economics. So I don't know if she studied economics either. I would highly recommend that you guys go ahead and study economics, because it's beautiful. And
you took a much more mature route than I would have.
Well, I just feel like coming from an academic background and emotional intelligence, like everything should be combated with facts and not fake news. So
that's good.
Yeah. Anyways, let's tap into today's topic. And the first thing I want to talk about is, I actually love this question first. In today's mantra, are we chasing success or are we chasing meaning? And where is that fine boundary? So for a guy, what does success mean to you? And how do you derive meaning from success? Yeah. Or is it the meaning that you're chasing and meaning is your success?
I think I talked to you about this, where basically it's, at least for me anyways, you're chasing money. You know, success.
Does money have meaning?
Money has meaning. It gives you status.
Yes.
It gives you status.
Reputation.
100%. It gives you freedom.
Define freedom.
I think I told you this, but the freedom.
No, you told me. You didn't tell me.
Yeah. The freedom to do what you want when you want. That's my thing. You know, money's great. It's not about the car. It's not about the house, but it's the freedom to do what you want, to listen to yourself and not have to listen to anybody else. I love my mom, but you know, if I have money, I don't have to do things that I don't want to. If my mom says go get something, I can just spend money and get it done. When she says when I need something, or like she needs something, it's just money. It just equates. It grants you freedom to. I want to travel right now, so I'm gonna book a flight, first class, and just go travel. I love travel. I want to drive a fast car. Okay, I'm gonna buy a fast car for $200,000. So for me,
what's your dream car?
Probably Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That's like, I'm pretty sure it's like 600,000. Oh gosh. Yes, the 911 GT3 RS. But that car is like my dream car. But it goes back to, I guess it's the meaning that comes from success. You know, I guess it really is just the money, because without the money, you don't get the freedom. You can have freedom if you're realistically, if you're poor, you have the freedom to go wherever you want. Like if you're poor, if you're, example, homeless, you don't have any rent, you don't have any payments, you don't have any money, but you have the freedom to go wherever you want.
But I think the meaning is lost. Like when you have, I think it doesn't matter what financial status you have about like mean, you can lose it at any point in time by doing actions that don't correlate to your values or your beliefs, right? Or even doesn't work in the most optimum way of your brain. Like for example, in North America, do you think that we are working against?
Oh,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
I really love that question.
Does modern life support your nature or force you to fight against it?
I think it forces us against it. And I think I was talking to you about this just a few moments ago, actually, about how, so for ADHD brains, for high productive brains, for people who've been trained on the reward system. So for example, I grew up in a household where, you know, if I won, I was praised. If I didn't win,
you were not praised, which is how it should be.
Better not go home.
Yeah.
There's winners and there are losers, and I'd rather win.
I'm tired of this. Oh, everyone's a winner when you're last place. Or no, when I won in middle school playing sports, I got first place.
There was no participation.
There was no participation trophy. I won. I laughed at other people. I laughed at the other kids. I'm like, you guys lost.
I was the person.
Sucks. To beat. Yeah, sucks to be you guys. So this whole thing where everyone's a winner, no, get that out of here. I think that's.
I get it. Like, people grow up in healthy households, you know.
But that's not healthy. That's not healthy to think everyone. Everyone wins no matter what. No, that's to keep people down and to keep people. It's the whole like equality thing where it's to keep everyone to thinking that they're all equal. Sure.
I think there's a need of selfishness that's needed.
Yeah.
But that has to be balanced with selfish.
Like, no, selfishness, and I guess what's the opposite of selfish?
Selflessness.
Selfless.
That's it. I was just pronouncing it wrong in my head. I was singing the L.
And we talked about this because I was like, being selfish is an underrated character trait.
It's how you get what you want.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you have to be a bit of selfless.
Like, don't be selfish and be a dickhead to everyone, but put your priorities higher than others. You know. If let's say if you're, again, going back to working out,
but also like having a hint of selflessness, you're able to bring the whole group up with you that actually backs you doing something. Like, for example, I was working with this group. You don't know the tea. I'll tell you this afterwards. Okay, so I was working with this group, and something like a 3-minute presentation should not take long. A 3-minute presentation should take maybe like 1 to 2 hours max to come up with the idea and to put all the like legalities, right? I've never spent more than 1 to 2 hours on this, like max. Drains your life force. I'm a very fast acting person. This took 4 hours of 4 individual days just to generate ideas.
So 4 hours for 4 days.
Exactly. But because I was too selfless, because I, instead of taking over and being like, guys, like, this is what we're doing, like, this is how we're doing it, and like, no more ideas. Like, I don't know why we're doing all these ideas. Yeah. Like, you have one sitting session where you include everyone's ideas. If they didn't do their background research, that's on them. I agree. This is productivity. It is about speed to the market, right?
It's about doing it as fast as possible before anybody else gets it done.
Exactly. And then you can improve as you go. And, so they didn't like being rushed. They didn't like when on the 5th meeting, I took charge and I was like, guys, this idea is not even the priority of what we're doing, because for this particular project, they wanted more about us, our group dynamics. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm tired of sitting by and being Mrs., mediator between two people. Like, this is so redundant. Anyways, so you have to have a balance of selfishness and selflessness. It's all about balance.
Priorities. Like, you put your priorities higher than other people's.
I think that you should always live your life by objectives. Like, even when I walk into a room, I should always set an objective. Whenever I have an objective, a mission, you may call it, I actually have a better time at any meeting room.
Yeah.
As well. When we were reviewing the interviews that we did. Yeah. It was amazing how we were able to accomplish something like this. But I do have self-improvement I'm going to make for myself.
I think we all, it's not even, honestly, like, your interview, for the first interview was great. Like,
the first one?
Like, the one we did, like, the one, the clips that I just got all done. Yeah, like,
the very first one?
That's just that whole interview in and of itself.
Yeah.
The whole hour and a half.
I thought I talked really, like a valley girl.
She was very just white reporter kind of voice.
Because I couldn't hear myself, and so my whole orientation is, if it's a loud room, of course I'm going to be the loudest, but in like a subconscious way.
Yeah, I mean,
I never, I wasn't even like yelling either.
It was loud.
It was just very.
Luckily, I just used AI to block everything out and just had you isolate your voice. But even then,
when it was isolated, I was like.
It was good. I think we can work on some things.
Yeah.
Like both of us.
Even like the storytelling of it. I have already improvements. I can't wait for the next one.
I think next time we actually go through it and do it in an actual flow
Yeah.
instead of just putting into the software and just letting it do it on its own.
Yeah. I like it. No, I do like it though. It's really great.
It was good. We could do both, but it was.
So what about you? How do you feel about this current world? Do you feel like you're pushed into it? Do you feel like I feel like this world needs to get its hat on straight?
It's just like I was talking about today in the morning, and it has nothing to do with me. Well, no, it has something to do with, but it has nothing to do with my personal interests and me as a person. But because it's my family, I have to take it. Like I have to take some stress for it. I have to go on and like do something about it.
Well, there's something as like a legacy or like duty. And I think having a duty, having a legacy, something that's bigger than yourself, that does involve selflessness. But the way to achieve your duty
is to be selfish.
Exactly.
Like,
it's all about balance.
Yeah. I don't care about legacy, but duty, like for me, that's like to my mom. So as like I selflessly, everything I'm doing is for my mom right now, so she can kind of just live her life. But I'm doing it selfishly. We're like, oh, I'm downtown 3-4 times a week, and she's always like, "Where are you going?"
Where's my son?
Yeah, exactly. Like even yesterday when, even this morning when I dropped her off to my aunt's house, she gave me a hug and she's like, "Oh, just stay safe. It's gonna be cold outside. You just wore the leather jacket." I'm like, "Mom, it's okay. It's fine."
Have you felt my body heat?
Yeah,
Radiates.
Exactly.
Might as well be a second son, like SUN, you know.
But no, I think for me it's more. I don't care about legacy. I don't care about my name.
What are your values?
In what sense?
What values do you think the masculine people are just men should have?
Men should. Oh, well, one is strength, not just physical strength.
Emotional?
But emotional strength and mental strength as well. Being able to, if you have a situation, I think I told you this, you don't tell people when you have a situation. You tell them when you have a solution to the situation.
Right?
That's when you tell people.
Let me just tap in right there.
Yeah.
If you have an idea and people are around you, and if you're hearing an idea, don't be a negative Nelly and say, "Oh, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem." If you're going to say a problem, come up with a solution to talk about it as well. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to hear problems. I want to see visionaries, right? I'm not going to be the only visionary here.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a bunch of negativity. So then no idea is going to work, because every idea has a con to it. Stop bringing out the problem. Start looking towards solution for the problems. And if you can't find a solution, you can mention the downside, but also say like, let's work together as a group to come up with a solution for it. Always be positive thinking.
Always be positive. And this goes to anything, is if you have a problem, figure out the solution first and then go to other people. Mm-hmm. Once you have the solution, whether it's starting a business, okay, how do I get from A to B? Whether it's like marital issues, whatever it may be in your life, is you want to figure out the solution and then get outside counsel. Or if you need help with the solution, then ask your friends, the people you truly trust.
Helps train your brain to think in a different light, so that when there's another problem, it not only helps you to become more like, it's not even independence that I'm looking for. It's more that you're training your brain to look at a different aspect, to look at a different perspective, to move you forward. You're actually creating more neurons in your brain when you're thinking about solutions.
The synapses are firing, and and like you're actually putting to work.
Whenever I'm in a shithole, I just say, what would Raymond do? What would Raymond do? And then I tell him the solution. He's like, "Oh, that's amazing. Something like I would have done." And I'm like,
break the wall. You have a wall in front of you, just break it down. Go over it. Blow it up. Do something.
When my back's against the wall. No, actually, use that to come out swinging. Harvey Specter said that.
Yeah. I think that's where I was quoting from. I'm like, oh, Suits. But
when there's a gun pointed at your head.
Yeah, take the gun away.
Take the gun away. Or 100 million other things to do,
a million other things you could do. You can.
It's amazing. I met one of the cast from Suits, and they gave me the season 6 like jacket and hat. One of my clients, he was absolutely amazing, and I have it to this day, and I love wearing it.
Because it was filmed in Toronto, right? It was. Yeah, I remember. That was interesting.
I digress. Okay.
But yes, legacy and duty. I don't care much about legacy, considering I don't really care about my last name as much.
Not that I don't care about your last name. What about your first name?
Yeah, my first name.
What about your face?
Okay, well, I mean like legacy.
Such a good face. I'd love for this face to be remembered when I die. I kick the bucket.
Usually for men, legacy is your last name. like people that you carry on your bloodline.
Okay, but that's kids. Or are you saying like that's what guys?
Yeah, I think for guys, that's the main thing is like, you know how like
Last
when you get
name.
married, the wife takes the husband's
That's
name.
why the wife that you choose, how they raise the kids.
Yeah, that
is
matters.
most important.
You don't want I'm not gonna use that word, but you don't want someone unfaithful or doesn't know what. Yeah, like especially when who else would you trust besides your wife to take care of your kids? Like maybe my mom, but other than that, I don't think I trust anybody else to take. I don't trust a random place
Do you think you'd have
daycare.
her like a godfather or godmother?
No, I mean,
What? I hate to be so morbid.
no,
Your
yeah,
mom isn't there.
my brothers.
Yeah.
I would, yeah, my older brother.
Mm.
I would trust him to be a godfather.
Okay.
Yeah, when we're older, like, well, the younger one's pretty stupid right now, but the older one, yeah, he's not gonna have kids, so.
I think I'd give them to Heba.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, girl. Raise them to be just as smart as you.
Godfather and godmother, is it just they give them a name? Because I know they also.
No, it's like if you pass away and the father passed away, like where do the kids go?
Oh,
right. And
okay.
if my mom isn't there, I would give them to Heba.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, queen.
Take
Boom.
them, and it's like
Make them just as smart as me, if not more.
Yeah.
Make them as smart as you. Oh, she would train them so good. Like oh yeah, they would be so smart. I truly trust Heba to.
that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even trust myself to raise my kids. Like it's just I'm just gonna be so like if it's the son, like the
Better marry a
daughters.
good woman.
Yeah, and the daughters, like they're gonna be like princesses. Like I get it. It's like okay, whatever they want, and like the sons is be like, all right, 5 push-ups. You want something? You got to work for it. I'm gonna be on their fucking asses. No video games, no nothing. you're gonna come back from school. You're gonna do sports. You're gonna do something. You're gonna be doing something all day. That's how
What
you.
sports do you want to put them in, or is it their choice?
No, they're not their choice.
You don't have choice until you're 18.
You don't have a choice. No, but I would put them in one instrument, one physical activity,
Piano.
and then one language. Those 3 things.
For the girls, volleyball.
Yeah, I would want them to do something like just. I would let them choose. If they say like, "Oh, I want to be like, I don't know, a ballerina,"
sports,
like be like,
actually,
"Okay,
like
go into
dance.
ballet."
Even like rock climbing.
Yeah, there's so many things
so
you can
much.
choose from, but the sons that they're gonna be set up straight. If I tell them to shut up and sit on the sofa, they're gonna shut up and sit on the sofa.
It's giving AT right now.
It really is, but it's true because that's the thing. The children should be afraid of the father. Not that they're gonna hurt them. Not that the father's not gonna hurt them, but they should. It's like even when I was younger, when my mom would tell me, "Hey, don't do this," I'd be like, this mom. She's just saying it. She's not gonna yell at us or whatever. And then it's like when my dad would tell me, "Hey, don't do this," it's like, oh, I don't want to get my ass beat.
That was so different from like my household. I don't know. Actually, no. Like my mom, I don't know.
Because that's like the thing when you have because like I'm like a masculine head and then you have the feminine. Like my mom would be every time I got hurt, like I fell off my bike and hit my head on the road and it was just like it was swollen.
I think my dad raised me a little bit too masculine. I'm not kidding on that.
You're
Get
too
on
much
the
on the
bike.
yeah.
I was scared when I was learning how to ride a bike. Like all the cracks in the road. I was like, I keep on falling because of the cracks. It's so uneven. I'm such a princess. That's why. Just get on the bike.
Yeah. No, but you need that. You need to be like as a kid. You need to be afraid of your dad. I think not the daughters, but the sons. They have to because they have to listen to someone. Guys are stupid. I was doing such stupid things at a young age. Whatever it may be, when you're just like outside and you're just like you just hurt yourself. My mom would always like take care of me and be like, "Oh no, it's okay, don't cry." My dad would come home and be like, "Why are you doing something stupid?" It's like I would get yelled at for getting hurt, but it's in that sense where it's like, "Oh, I'm not going to do that again." That's the thing about it's the teachings they give you, the lessons of don't do that because you might get your ass beat from your dad.
I think the values that like need to be instilled in at least like femininity is like not only I think that we're really great at like listening. I think the majority of us are really good at like active listening and asking questions, like very like investigative-ish, but also like at the same time, like it makes conversations so much easier. But there's such an emotional depth that we have that I think active listening, but also just learning how to be okay with not having to, I don't know how to say this. Like, I'm not even saying like soft girl energy. What I'm saying is that like there can be some baddies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but I think that instilling in everyone like an emotional depth to not only recognize your strength and weaknesses, but also be more conscious and aware. And researching is such an amazing trait that I think is very undervalued, that allows people to not only resonate more, but also just come at things from different lens. It's so weird because when I think of the idea of like facts and like fake news, I'm like, of course, everything is like, I guess not 100%.
Yeah.
There's fact checks and there's, you know, there's something like that. But no, I think that the values with women definitely needs to like have some, I think believing in something higher than yourself is always needed to kind of keep ourselves in check as well. So yeah, some type of stillness.
Interesting. I think for men, there's a lot wrong with men. It was funny because when I showed you the video, even my mom was saying, "Oh, men ain't shit." Or like, I was dying of laughter because she was like tipsy, and I was like, "That's."
Women can be graceful while being strong.
Yeah.
But I think guys
struggle with, you know, they can be strong, but they can't be as graceful.
I think they can be strong, but they need to learn how to also have specific points where they can allow their emotions to.
See, but like, I don't, to an extent though.
I don't like emotions. I know that. I know.
Even for me, like, I don't show like much emotion. Like
you know what? I think what it is that like, there's a reason why I don't like emotion, but I have emotion, is that like with cognitive behavioral science, what functions around that is thought, feeling, then action. I like to cut out the feeling part and just go from thought to we're doing this.
Yeah.
I give myself 5 seconds. I'm like, you're not allowed to feel. Just get up and go. And I think that's what guys. I think that's what happened with guys is that guys.
They cut the emotion part out.
Exactly. So that's why they're able to just like A plus B equals C brain, which is what I keep on talking about.
Yeah.
So my brain is very much A plus B equals C. But I also have emotional complexity. I'm able to think of things from different perspectives.
You do. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? You said that very interesting. What do you mean?
I was just talking. No, I don't want to say it here.
Talking to.
Yeah.
What do you say?
No, when you and him talk, you guys are like pretty emotional.
And when we're together, he brings out the femininity in me.
There you go.
There are guys, I'll tell this straight up. There are guys who will bring out your femininity, where you'll be able to feel like safe and strong being feminine. And then there are guys whom will make you put on the pants.
Yeah.
I
saw, actually I want to talk about this. I saw a Reddit post. And this girl was like, it was so hilarious. This girl was like, I went on a first date with this guy, but I got the ick. Is this okay? And it's basically talking about that, where they're texting and the guy's like, she started texting her and she's like, oh, I can't wait to see you and all these things. And then the guy asks her this one question, which as a guy, you should not ask a girl this question. What do you want to do for the first date? And then that's when she's like,
I thought it was going to be, what's your weight?
Yeah,
no. That is so much
fun. And then she kept going on. It's like he's so good looking. He's this and that. He's kind. But that question, the fact that he didn't tell me where we're going and he asked me, it gave me the ick. And I was like, you don't like, come on, we're not.
You know, it's really good though. I have an experience where I was at this networking event and I met this guy and there was an after party. So I canceled my meetings and I went to the after party because it was really good building these connections and they were very valuable. But this one guy the next day, he understood how busy I was and he just texted me and he's like, here's the place, here's the time. Like meet me here. Yeah. Right. And it's because where I was like, I have an event. It ends at this time. I'm like, can we push it to afterwards? It's like, I'm literally right by there. So I'll just meet you there.
Yeah.
So, and it was that just straightforward, like, boom, this is what we're doing. Be ready. Yeah. I'm like.
I'm not saying women want to be controlled, but they just like.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
There's a certain time. There's different controlling things. Yes, like you're not going to be a dick.
I'm not going to be like, you're going here with me. Yeah,
right?
You're not going to do that.
Okay, well, it depends.
Okay, it depends what you're doing.
It depends. But there's a certain way of asserting that like, I have it, I got this. That is good. Having the you have no choice or no option of this,
Yes.
and like I don't care what happens, like this is what you're doing. That's what we don't like, because that's framed in a negative way, as opposed to you asserting that this is what we're gonna do. I think there's like tonalities to it. I might just give an example. If a guy goes, "This is what we're doing," da 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 da, and then that's good. And then there's the da 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 da.
Yeah, it's that voice where you
like, are you my father?
You have to listen to me.
Oh
because
my
I'm a man.
The guys are going to father like assertiveness, just like how women go into motherhood things, being like, do this, do that, do that.
Oh, no, I can agree with that. I think it's because I mean I wouldn't know, but just my mom, or even seeing things on just social media, and some couples you see on social media, and the women do say it's like, I have to tell him to do his laundry. I have to tell him.
Why women do that? Women go into motherhood when they don't feel that masculinity and that strength from the man. Like, I hate to be the one that says it, but like, if they show that, for lack of better words, it is the exact word, if they show that they're incompetent, they're going to have to rise up to be competent.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain needs that we have, needs of emotional safeness, like not even just emotional safeness in the whole aspect of safeness. And if things aren't covered that way, or even that, like, if we're at a dinner table, right? Like there has to be someone, like, not even just leading the conversation, because they don't have to be the one leading the conversation, but you can be so strong in silence as well.
Yeah.
And it still gives off strength. It's aura, it's masculinity. It is knowing that when we're in an airport and there are 3 kids on my lap and shit hits the fan, are you going to be able to handle it?
Yeah.
Airport test.
The flight's delayed. What do we do now?
What do we do now?
It's like, this and that. Not go to the wife and be like, honey, what do we do now?
He just goes and sits down, and he's
just
like,
oh, we'll just wait.
Like, are you going to wait, or are you going to take charge and go find out more information? Like,
yeah.
There's just certain levels. Actually, there's this really good quote that I found. It's not my quote for today, but there's 3 different types of men, right? There's a guy who's going to go pay someone to bring up your luggage to your room. There's a guy who's going to bring up your luggage to your room. Mm-hmm. And then there's a guy who's 4 types of men. Then there's going to be the guy who tells you to bring your own luggage up to the room.
That's crazy.
Right? And frames it as if he brought the luggage up to the room.
Oh, God.
I do this, I do that for you. Da, 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 da. You can't bring up your own luggage. And there's a guy who doesn't do anything at all. It's like, what men are you going to be?
At least the first 2 are like, the first one, you have the money. So it's like someone, he pays someone to do it. The second one, that's the guy you want.
It's just choose your avatar. And I don't mean this in like in a condescending way. I mean this in like take a reflection. Who do you want to be? We're here talking about values and beliefs. And I think this is a really like movement forward type of podcast on this specific episode.
Yeah.
Because we want people to be in a reflective mode. What are your values? What are your beliefs? Using cognitive science. How are you going to improve yourself to show, are you chasing meaning? Are you chasing success?
Yeah.
What's your forward view?
I like that. There's this one I want to talk about, which I was kind of looking at. Is online validation replacing real purpose?
Wait, say that again.
Is online validation, so the validation of others on social media, replacing purpose, like real purpose? I kind of take it in the sense of, again, going back to being a kid playing sports, and you win that like first, like the ribbon, where it's like first place. And I'm like, for me, looking at them, like, oh, I'm like, that means I'm better than everyone.
You accomplished.
I'm better than everybody else that did this.
I love thinking like that.
Exactly. And nowadays, it's when someone, wins something or does something, like, I guess they're proud of, they post on social media right away. And they're like,
I forget about it.
And they want the likes, and they're waiting for the likes, the comments. They're waiting for other people to gratify.
Actually, you know what? I want to talk about that. I think that's the hardest thing about adulting, because when we grew up going to a structured system. You were in preschool, you were in elementary school, you were in high school. You knew how to advance. You had your structure, you had your box. There were people who were deviant and just rebelled it and didn't really care why there was a system. And those guys are just labeled rebels, right? Yeah. I don't know where they are today. There were people who followed the box and the rules, right? And continue with school and were told to, go pursue college or university, right? Very by the box. I don't regret doing it by the box, but I do regret not dropping out of university sooner.
Mm.
Well, I didn't drop out of university.
But
I
you
got my
graduated,
degree.
but like
I wanted to my
leave
very
it?
first year.
Yeah.
I wanted to in my third year. I had a better opportunity, and my mother told me not to. And I didn't even know why. Like I paid for all this all on my own. So,
yeah.
But I trusted her, and I trusted my higher ups. And then I realized that, sometimes they don't actually know what's best for you. But I do respect their opinions a lot.
Yeah. Should have been like me. I dropped out first week. I was like, 14-page essay. I'm not doing that. And I just like, take this away. I dropped out and I was like, I'm going to go work. No, but I do agree.
Like, where do we seek that validation from? Because I don't think, I think my own validation is not enough. You did a good job. Shut the fuck up. I can't talk to myself like that.
I think for me, it's not even the validation of, I think my mom, I think that's about it. Like when she's like, oh, like you're doing, like when she sees like what I'm trying to do right now, like the podcast and doing the business and I'm working 2 jobs and all these things. She's really proud that I'm working that hard. And so that kind of gives me like, oh, it's like, I am making my mom proud. But even for me, I know what I have to do. And even now I still don't feel like I'm doing enough.
I feel that too.
I'm like, I know I'm doing a lot, but I don't feel like it's enough. So where do I go from here?
I think the gap there of not feeling like you're doing enough, I think that's because of meaning. Like your values, like what you're doing is not currently fulfilling your meaning. And I think that's also what I'm currently like in as well, because I'm doing these 2 businesses.
Yeah.
At the same time, like it's.
But I don't know. But then,
should I pick up a third?
Yeah. What's my meaning supposed to be then? I have no.
How does one discover their true purpose? And
I think that you just gotta try different things. That's all it is.
Novelty.
Yeah, you just go through. It's like
we can move different places.
Hopefully, I gotta get out of this shitty weather and this house.
Honestly, I give us after March. After March, I'll be in Florida already.
Yeah.
I'll report to you how it is.
I'll come visit for like a week and then I'll be like, okay, I got to determine this might be the way.
Then we'll find a place by the water.
Yeah.
And then we'll become remote digital entrepreneurs. And then we'll set up new businesses there.
Yeah. So we can stay there and not get sent by ice.
Well, you have 90 days.
Yeah, but there's still going to be like
for vacation.
Yeah.
And then anything after 90 days. So that's like 3 months. And then after that, I wonder, like, could you just like jump, 3 months, 1 day back in Canada?
I think so.
1 day back.
But then they would ask you, why are you back? So, because they would check your passport. They would check the stamp.
I lost my camisole.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, I don't think that's enough.
My dress.
They're going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
My grandma's ring. Do I need to have a reason?
Yeah. I remember when I went to America, when we drove, the border security was like,
just like, what's your business for being here?
Yeah, they asked that, and then they're like, we're like, where are you going, and like, how long are you staying? And I'm like, they're just asking these questions, which is fair. But if I stayed,
I have a cruise. How would they know I'm on a cruise?
You would tell them.
Yeah, but like, they would probably ask for documentation.
Oh yeah. They would.
I thought we were talking about this like online.
I don't know why we just.
So now I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Well, okay, we'll go back. We were talking about.
This is a conversation for offline.
Yeah, I don't know why we kind of.
This is how our brains think.
We kind of so spiral. Is validation replacing purpose? I guess that's where it was talking about.
Where do you find that external validation? Because for me, like, I know you said that for your mom.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, for me, it used to always be my dad, because my dad was the one to enforce the reward system onto me.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't win, don't come home. Like, I'm not even kidding. Don't come home.
Sounds about right.
And then whenever I won, I just wanted you to know, daughter, that I wanted you. I wanted you as a kid. Your mother didn't. Whatever. This whole thing, and
it's such a crazy thing to say to a kid.
No, the same script goes every single time, and I think that's why when I had that dance recital or like that dance performance, and I know that you guys weren't able to come to it, but it was weird because my mom just came. But
yeah, your mom was there, right?
I wasn't. It was so weird because like my dad wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I felt so weird afterwards. I remember telling you guys about that. And I think it's because that validation that I normally seek from my dad, and because of things happening, he just wasn't there. I wonder who the hell do we seek validation from? Or maybe that's something that's wrong with me. Maybe I need to go to a therapist and be like, like, why, how am I just enough?
Talk to your mom about it.
How am I just enough?
I don't know. Even me I don't think like, again, I do like my mom's opinion, but even for me, I don't think I need the validation of others. It's just more so just like, I know what needs to be done. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to praise myself until I actually win.
I don't ever praise myself. I like it when others praise me.
Of course you do.
That's me we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl.
What type of praise?
I didn't get what you're getting at.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
No, but yeah, it's in that sense where I don't think you like praise from others, but it's not that I don't like praise from others. It's like, you know, if I'm helping a friend and like, they're like, oh, like, thank you. I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. It's like, I don't need that person to keep thanking me because like, it's like, I just did it just to do it. I just did it just because, you know, like, we're friends.
No, but you know what? Same thing with apologizing, though.
Yeah, like I don't need you to apologize 10 times over about one thing.
I don't apologize 10 times over, but I do need to explain why.
That's fair. That's valid, yeah.
I always like to, like, my intent is always a lot different than when things actually come across. And sometimes I recognize things. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that this other thing influenced why I acted that way. And I feel really bad. That actually happens.
That's fair. I think for me, it's just being selfish. I'm like,
I'm awesome.
This is so bad, but it's like, you know, when you do someone a favor, it's like now they owe you a favor. So it's like that's what's expected, you know.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. If I do something for you, you know, you got to do something for me. So it's, I guess I'm just collecting favors from all different types of people. Be like, yeah, I'll do this for you. It's like, okay, I'm waiting for that one time.
But you guys know that I would do anything for you guys.
Yeah.
Like for me, like you guys just have to ask. And I'd be like, just tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Just tell me what it is.
Don't ask me how my day is or how are you.
No, seriously, don't. I get more anxiety from that. I don't even have anxiety. You remember me in the car and she texted me.
Why did your sister text me?
Well, what does she want? I'm like, just tell me. And then I was like, how do I respond to this?
Yeah.
Good. Are you okay?
Why is this so formal?
Oh my gosh. Like, I like being formal, but like, even in formal things, you don't ask people how they are. You just be like ask a more intelligent question.
Yeah, but I think she was
tell me what you want.
She was just breaking the ice with you. You know?
Yeah, I know. But we went to Dubai together. Like,
this was
what's
after
the ice to break?
She's like, maybe.
I wore your shorts. It's true, I did.
Oh,
I wore her shorts. Everyone was. I was left out of the thingy where everyone was just wearing white. Like they didn't plan it. Everyone just was, and I was like, oh, I'm wearing red on red, and I'm like, I look like a, like a stop sign, and so a very classy stop sign. And so she's like, you want to wear white shorts? I'm like, yes. And then I was a part of the whole gang, and it was great. And it was fun. Was this during the Sahara Desert? The desert part? Okay, yeah. It was good. Oh my gosh, that one guy when I was in Dubai, and the guy who like drove us, he's like, oh, take the sand and you'll go like that. And I was doing it right, and I was doing it good. He said, no, you need more of like a splash thing. And so it got to the point where I started like splashing fucking sand in my face, and I was like, I think, and I was going to say the name. I think his sister posted that, right? Yeah. Okay, that's the thing. It was so great. Okay, this is the one I want to. Are men and women still allowed to be different? Yes. Because you know how like nowadays like women are, oh my god, that's gonna fall. It's not that they're swapping, but it's like women nowadays want to like kind of do it all on their own. No, I think that's the biggest misconception. I think that there's never a point where like no one, no matter if you're building a business, no matter if you're an individual, outsourcing, yes, but you don't have to do it all. Like that's a lot on any person. I think humans, as a human fundamental race, right? A human race, we are meant to be close to each other. We're meant to see each other every day. Think back to cavemans, right? Yeah. Everyone slept in a big pile. They grouped together because strength are in numbers, right? Lion King, the quote, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, do it together, right? I can't iterate this enough. We shouldn't be doing everything. I think that's the biggest thing I grew up actually seeing. My mother, she, as an entrepreneur, she did everything. Yeah. And that's why things couldn't scale in the way that they needed to. But as soon as I'm like, yo, like hire out, like do this, and we built it, boom. Now look at the business now. Yeah. For guys. No, 100%. I think that's because even like my dad, he doesn't like hiring people. He wants to do it himself because he doesn't want to give other people money.
I'm like,
you can do more and still get money off of it, because like here's where I know that some people are going to come at this, because I have a sister who's in philosophy, and let me just tell you what it's like to build a business. It's not just an individual doing a service, right? So the individual does that service, they should get paid for that service, right? In regards to the gap in, how much hierarchy is getting, of course, there's a reasonable amount, because that individual worked hard. They took on that risk. They got loans. They spent many, many, many years putting the work in.
Yeah.
And it's not even just that individual's work. Then you have the marketing expenses. Then you have the overhead costs. Then you have the operations. Then you have everyone else. And then you also have your safety funds in case shit hits the fan. I know this is the first time I've actually sworn in this podcast. I swore 3 times this time. I've been working on it.
Oh.
Even my baby brother's been going up to me and be like, Rora. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you just swore. And I'm like, I did? He's like, yeah, you bad. And I'm like,
you've been hanging out with us too much.
Literally, you know the stuff that I'm saying now? Remember the thing I just whispered to you? I'm like, damn, this is...
No, it's good.
You guys are
it's great.
influencing me.
It's the humor aspect of it, like...
Yeah, I tried to be humorous, and then I made a really bad joke at Tab yesterday. It was kind of hurtful, but I meant it in a funny way.
Did he take it as hurtful?
Honestly, I think everyone took it as like funny, and then like it sunk in, and I'm like, oh, that's really mean.
Oh.
I apologized this morning.
Oh, okay.
Because he fell asleep.
That's good.
Yeah, I felt
okay,
bad.
that's why I called him like twice. He didn't answer. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Last night? He fell asleep at like 8 p.m.
Yeah,
on a Friday night.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Because I wanted to ask him, like, are you like, we were supposed to come together, but like, are you gonna be ready for 11?
Yeah.
But then obviously
that's why I texted you, because that's when you woke up and called me.
Oh, okay. I was awake.
We're doing this thing again. We're doing it again.
We're just talking to each other.
Yeah.
The people. I think we just
let's do 2 more questions.
Yeah. With that, no. Oh,
what were we even talking about before?
We were talking about, are men and women allowed to be different? Still be different.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Just how people who are right brain heavy, let's say, are completely act in a different way that the left brain people are, more creative, more logical. Of course, we are a combination. We are fluid, right? We switch between the two. It's the same thing between masculine and femininity. You can see a female go straight into a masculine because she's either raised that way, because it's in the environment that she's in, because the people in her life, aren't allowing her to be in her feminine. I think the first time I truly, really felt feminine was around you guys, some more than others, And I think that when it happens with males as well, maybe they're just around very like feminine people whom allowed them to, have more emotion, to have more of that gentleness. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what we're saying is that, like, when it comes to like the values that I think it makes everyone thrive and feel complete together. Yeah. I think that's where, like, of course, there can be a soft masculine man.
Yeah.
Of course. There's different types of masculinity. It just takes blending.
It just takes someone to bring it out,
Yeah.
It's like, that's why.
Yeah. Your environment.
It takes your environment. When you're like, when I'm hanging out with my mom and we go out. Like I have to do everything, which is good. I should be doing everything. Driving, opening the door, paying, all these things. It's just kind of automatic at that point. And it's like you feel great. And I think that's why for me, not that I crave a relationship, but like I always want to be in that masculine sense or that masculine energy. And when you're in a relationship, I think it kind of pushes you to always be masculine because you're like with your girl or whatever it may be.
When we're like together, like in like a private room, there are times where I would, like, guys have always cried in front of me. That's never been hard.
Yeah.
But because like I do feel like myself as a support person, like there is going to be that one dominating, role, and I think that's so beautiful, like allowing that space for guys to let go. Yeah,
it's hard for guys because it's always looked down upon. Which I'm not saying it should be to an extent.
A female can make it like a female in her feminine aura and energy can allow a man to fully let go.
like you should be in control of your emotions, not crying at every, like for a guy anyways, not crying at every like left turn, but you should have like in control when there's
left turn.
yeah, you okay, stop. But it's like you shouldn't be crying at every like misstep. You just gotta pick it up and keep going and have control of your emotions. Most guys just disregard their emotions. I think that's where the issue lies. And then you have guys that are just soulless and like don't care.
But you know what? I truly think that one thing that's really powerful about the feminine energy and like having a female is that when a guy feels directionless, when he feels meaningless, when he doesn't feel like there's a purpose or something to drive his life and he's stuck in a job that he hates, not only does she give him purpose, but she's able to sit him down and see things, see him truly, and be able to format a life where his values of what he needs to thrive are being built. She's literally building an environment that he can thrive in and helping orient him. You've known that I've talked to T.
Yeah.
And I've told him like, listen, you need to stop doing this. Like I've been very clear, and he's never gone back. Have I ever done that to you? Have I done that to you?
I don't think I've done anything stupid.
You'd remember if I talked to you. I only have to tell them once. I've had to do it. I've done it with every one of my friends. I wonder when it's going to be your turn.
When I do something stupid. But I don't like.
You don't have to do something stupid. You can just be. And then I'll see something and I'll be like, listen, as your friend, like I see so much value in people's lives. Like I don't know if I explained to them why I see like friendship is when I see value in you, right? Like, oh wait, no. I'm not explaining this right. 3 packages. I think I already did explain this.
I think you did on the one before last episode.
Yeah. Like relationship is I want to build a life with you.
Yeah.
Friendship is I see value in you, but we,
just
live
friends.
our lives. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this thing. I like to, before doing something, let's say drastic, I tend to look at every scenario I can possibly get into. So if I'm looking at every scenario, I know this is bad. No matter overthinker. Yeah. Just when you're a natural overthinker, it is. But if I'm going to do something, I want to think of every scenario that could possibly happen. So I'm not surprised. It's expected. So if it goes wrong, I'm like, okay, I expected that. If it goes right, then it's like, oh, great. I kind of saw that coming. Nonetheless, I don't fall too deep into it. So I think if it's something like, that's why I'm like, maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Maybe I'll like, but I don't know what I would do to be like where you would have to talk to me.
That's okay. Tab didn't have a reason. Like Tab didn't think he did anything wrong either, and I just talked to him.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he told you what I talked to him about.
No, I
it's not your thing.
Just keep it.
No.
Yeah.
This is when we were like, this is way before.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, I don't want to hear about all that. I was like, I got too many problems.
But it's not my thing to share. So
yeah. No, that's fine. So
you can ask him.
I'm good.
Work cussed you out.
It'd be like, what? How do you know about that? Huh?
I want to get out my quote.
Yeah.
So my quote is, some people say it's from Aristotle. Some people say it's from this other person. I heard it first from Tony Robinson. So I'm just going to say that. And this specifically goes out to my commentator.
The one person you should send this then.
The only way to avoid criticism is to say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing.
Nice. I think I've already told you this, but I haven't said it yet. But when you're the strongest in the room, you can sit however you like. So no matter what, when you're the most highest value in that room, you can sit however you like, do what you like, and say what you like.
Quoting Raymond.
Yeah, quoting anime actually, but we're just gonna leave it at that.
Get this book, guys.
Yeah, I got it from Dubai.
I did actually.
Oh, you went to Dubai? I thought you just like talked about it without ever being there.
I got more than just one book. I got the full collection.
Oh,
I'm only missing one of the books.
That's good. But
my mom almost missed our flight because of this damn book.
Really?
I'm not kidding. I'll tell you the story after. They would love the story. Oh my gosh.
But we'll end the episode there. 9th episode.
Be safe out there.
It's almost summertime. Look at that. It's still shining at 4:30. I know.
That's a record.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.